What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a fantastic week. Welcome to the stream. Today we have quite an interesting one. As I was starting everything for the stream, there was a lot of bugs that needed to be fixed. So I thought to myself, instead of just preparing and pretend that everything went well, let me show you how we fix those things. So grab yourself a little drink or two and let's hop in. All right. So here we have our great Dwarf King that we've been working on these last weeks. So let me show you with all the details. There are still some elements that need more subdivision and details, but so far so good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty royally, menacing, strong. So we added some details in the stitching over here, right here, on the tunic. A little bit more details in the glove. With the braces also. The fur is still to do, and the fur is gonna be cool to do it after the character pose. The crown has some details now. Oh. Where are you, buddy? Here you go. We have some boots that are too perfect, so we're gonna add some damage to that. But overall, I like the way it's going. We're gonna add some details on the belt also. And here we have this sword that we did, I think 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks, last week, maybe last week. So yeah, it doesn't have the damage. It does have slightly damage, a slight amount of damage, but here we'll have with the noise and all the texture added afterwards. This is more of a placeholder for our pose. So yeah, we're gonna use this sword temporary. It's a low in polygon count. Sorry, end of the week. I'm a bit tired, but it's fine. All right, so that we're gonna use it as a placeholder for our pose, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, in order to troubleshoot here, let me show you a bit the problem I had just before starting the stream. So in Character Creator, I updated all the elements here, and you can see that the chainmail is not there, and the reason why is because the chainmail, we're using kind of a little trick. This is not real geometry. This is where we used our nanomesh. No, not our nanomesh. In Geo, the dynamic subdiv, micropolymesh. So this is not existent right now. We can toggle it on and off whenever we want. So that's why Character Creator is not reading it right now. And the rest is there. Everything here is there except for the sword. We'll put it afterwards. But here's the little problem. Let me show you. When our character is moving, we can see that the clothes is following, the gloves are following, but what the hell is this thing over here wandering around? Just in, if you look at it, it's our brace. So it's our brace for this arm over here. So the reason why it's happening, it's because we worked on symmetry the whole time, and in order to animate different arms, we need them separated instead of being one subtool. The same will apply for the shoulder pads, and for the boots, since they're clothes, we can ignore that, but we're probably gonna do the same. Just because this is an armor boot, so it's not tend to bend as much. So we're probably going to separate these ones too. And as for the rest, I think it'll be fine. Now, as you can see over here, it's not the best pose, and we lost our details, but don't forget that we're going to send it back to Zbrush, and we're going to have our details back again. As you can see, the shoulder pads are not linked to the bone of the shoulders, and that I'll show you how we can do that. So first thing first, we're gonna remove this pose. We're gonna keep our nice pose that we've been working on with the relaxed hands. There we go. And we're gonna delete the parts that we need left and right. So we need shoulder guard base, these are out. We're gonna need the braces, out. And the boot, out. Now remember, we just erased them from just Character Creator, not the actual Zbrush file. And regardless, I have a bunch of save files. And speaking of which, if you notice over here, this is our little star, and that has our project name. So the reason why we created that star is we're working on Z tools instead of the whole project. Otherwise, the whole project would be too heavy for my computer, and I wouldn't be able to stream today. So since we're working with Z tools, the Character Creator needs to have the same names for all the project. And if you override the body every time, well, it'll screw everything in your link before. So we keep that star with the name of our project, and the rest is kept intact for our base body. So as of now, we stopped doing the block out for every dwarf, and we're just focusing on the king only. If you remember our previous work, if I go get it, so dwarf blockout 5. Here we go. So our dwarf blockout 5, you can see the star over here. We had the foliage for our pawn, our bishop, our knight. So these, I removed them just to make my life easier, and we're just gonna work on the king, pose the king, work on the accessory of the king, and that's it. We won't have a bunch of stuff that we're not gonna use in the ZBrush file. It's gonna be a lot easier. Here in our king, the foliage is gone. Still have the king one, but not the rest of it. All right, so now that we removed the shoulder pads, braces and boots, and let me just double check if there's nothing else. The fur, we might have to tweak it afterwards, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for now. Actually, you know what? Let's remove the fur also. We're gonna make it like one part of the shoulder pad. Not as if it was attached to the clothes, but attached to the shoulder pad. So we're gonna remove that too. In the ZBrush, we're gonna go to our shoulder guards. And we're gonna go all low. I think I'm gonna hide everything else and just focus on the fur. Oh boy, that's a bit scary. I think that's good enough. Yeah, we have most of it gone. There we go. All right. So we have our shoulder pads over here. We're gonna duplicate just to make sure we don't lose anything. And here, we just added a bunch of subdivision. We're gonna play with it afterwards once it's posed. But for now, we're still gonna save the details. Who knows? Maybe you're doing a workflow and you already started doing some details on the fur. No issues over here. So all you need to do, you control click to save your details. Then you go to your lowest subdivision and remove symmetry. Select all the fur on the right, split hidden, and then go back to your highest subdivision and you can project your details. Not gonna do it now because it's gonna take some time for no reason because I didn't add any details. And this one over here, we have 4. We bring back our subdivision. If you want, let's just do it as our purposes. There we go. Exactly, nothing changed it, but just to show you because I'm a good teacher. Okay. All right. Same for the shoulder pad. We'll go to highest subdivision, control click, save our history, lowest subdivision, remove symmetry, select all your shoulder pad left, split hidden. Now it's going to take a little bit more time because it has more details and more, I think it has more subdivision. No, it still have 4, but I think it has more, yeah, okay, so it has 1,000,000 polys and this one had only 230. All right, so here, 1, we have 2. Now the reason why we save our history, it's sometimes when you split hidden, you'll lose details. And I'm not sure we lost some details, but just to make sure, let's project. And just before that, always save. Let's save. Very good. All right. Project history. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think we lost quite. But it will take some time because it's 1,000,000 poly. In the meantime, grab yourself a little sip of your hot water. Hope you guys have been doing great. Let me know in the comment how your week has been. If you have some plans on the weekend. For myself, we're gonna increase the family with a little pet over here. Might be interesting. Might be interesting. It will be interesting. And yeah, and also we've been printing a lot. Now you have a fan in the way. Oh my god! And even my t-shirts and oh boy. We have the bamboo A1. We've been printing a lot. It's been fun. Don't have anything to show you right now because it's all like upgrades for the printer. But yeah. So I don't see the difference between one and the other. So I don't think we need to project the history on this one too. But at least we have them both separated. So let's rename them. And if you don't know, usually when you name, you always name by the character's perspective. So it's right arm, left arm. It's not really the one that you see, so technically it would be his left arm right now. But no, it's his right arm. So here, we're gonna go king base, shoulder guard, king base. Yeah, right arm. Right. And here, we're gonna go same deal. Left. As for the fur, okay. This one, it's gonna be the left. Sorry, it's just it's not updating on the little display over here, but it doesn't matter. All right, and here I did realize I did a mistake over here. I didn't duplicate to save our work in case we had some issues, but everything went well, so we're good. The fur here, the one the backup, we can eliminate it because we no longer need it. And now we can bring back everything. By the way, just let me know if the music is too loud, if I'm too loud. Let me know for the volume. There we go. So brought back everything. And here, in our brace, we'll do the same. So our brace, it's going to be a lot simpler since it's only one item. Go to your highest, save your history, go to your lowest, remove symmetry, and select your brace, split hidden, and it might be calculating the subdivision of your second brace. And again, I did the same mistake without duplicating. Should duplicate every time. Here, I don't believe we lost any detail, and this one either, so we're good to go. We're gonna save. And last one will be the boot. I'm not sure, but I think the boot, since it's gonna flex the feet, it might have some issues, but we can fix it in Zbrush. All right. So for the boot, subdivision, and this one I know I didn't do any details, so I'm not even gonna bother save the history, but I will not forget to duplicate. Here we go. Got this. There we go. Lowest subdivision, remove symmetry, select your boot, split hidden. Here we go. So that's your right foot, left foot, and you can see I didn't show you that, but we're keeping this filled up. That way, when we're ready to print, it'll just merge with the leg, and we won't have any issues with having the leg and the boot kind of having a small distance. Because when it comes to resin printing, it prints everything it sees. So if it's not watertight, it'll be an issue. So this one over here, the boot, we're gonna keep it like as it is, and I think we're gonna be good to go. Just gonna remove the double boot over here. Name this one right, and name this one left. The right one wanted to disappear, bring it back. And for the braces, same thing. Right. And here, left. All right. We're gonna save. So here we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items to move. And instead of sending everything again, I think it's gonna be easier to just send what we want right now. So here in GoZ, it's the current subtool. So if you go with GoZ over here, still calculating everything, but it'll just send the brace. There we go. So we have the brace over here, and we're not going to create a clothes, we're going to create a accessory. Update. There we go. So as you can see, we might need to move it slightly. Just move it over here, grab the move tool. For some reason the pivot is somewhere else. And pivot in the middle. And now we can move it where we want. Just around here. I did the same for the glove, but the glove are really thin, so we might have to tweak it more in the Zbrush. We're just gonna push again the boundaries of the glove. And this one over here, it's the chainmail, so don't be worried about this one. And in the end, this is all the lowest subdivision, so you might gonna see some geometry clash together, but don't worry. Once we add the geometry, the subdivision that we had in the Zbrush, and we move all the elements to the pose that we want, we're good. Because remember, this is a statue. You don't need to make it move afterward. Once it's to the proper pose, you just leave it there, and that's it. That's why I love miniature. No need to animate every time. Just move it to the pose you want once, and that's it. Alright, so we'll bring the other brace. Go see. Just checking my messages same time, and go. So the left here, you see here, it's trying to update because it's thinking that we want it on the same side. So just shove this. So it's trying to reach the right one, but we're actually going to create an accessory. So that way it doesn't update the one on the right, but we add the one on the left. Bada bing, bada boom. And this one got it placed right where we want it, so that's good. Let's go bring the shoulder pad, and I realized it's actually 8 elements. We need to add the fur. So what we can do, actually, we can save quite a bit of time. Let's remove everything. Put our fur. Put our shoulders. And our boots. Where are my boots? Here we go. And we're gonna go here and say visible. If I'm not mistaken, we should be good. And we're just missing one. Zbrush, if you double click on the same one, it does this little thing that it disappears. So I'm actually going to cancel it. Make sure that the eyeball is activated and do it again. There we go. Alright, so all of these gotta be accessories. As for the triangle, if I'm not mistaken, it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so we're good to go. Yeah, look at that. We have our elements back. Alright, now they're here, but if we go and do our full body calibration, they should still be not moving with the parts. As you can see, they didn't move, even the boots. Feet are there and the boots are here. So we need to bind them to the proper bone. So we'll start with the boot left. First off, we're gonna pick a parent and try to click right in the middle of the foot. There we go, right foot, we're good. Did I select the left? I think I selected... Give me a second. Yep, I forgot. Just undo that, pick, and it's trying to connect with the boot itself. So we'll go over here, and we're gonna select our boot. So pivot foot, L foot. Okay. Boot right. We're gonna go here. Hip, foot, and we can test it now. Let's see if it's any better. We're just looking at the foot. So we can see that it's following the foot, and it's super hard. Doesn't blend, it doesn't bend at all. So that's why I'm saying that since it's a metal boot, you might have some issue. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our character, and we're gonna adjust in the ZBrush for the boot. Yeah. All right. Here for the brace, I'm gonna pick a parent and let's see if we can aim for the forearm. Nope, it's not wanting us. Yeah. Nope. Let's try again. Yeah. Forearm twist should be good. And the left one. All right. Let's see if that's any better. All right, that's good. Now don't look at the boot. We'll fix it afterwards. But the good thing is that the brace doesn't bend, and it's following the form. All right. Remove that, and lastly would be the shoulder pads. Did I get it? Nope. It picked the fur, so we're gonna undo that. I think we're gonna hide the fur for now, and we're gonna this one and pick parent the shoulder. That's the spine. We're gonna manually go. That's the head, clavicular left, so that's the one we need. And just don't have the names over here. There we go. Shoulder guard. Oh, kind of erase the base. Waist, tongue, take clavicular, that's left, we need right. Clavicle. Same for the fur, but actually the fur, what we can do, first let's pop them out. There's my other fur, there it is. And the fur, we can actually link it to our shoulder pad. That way it'll follow our shoulder pad and we don't need to worry about it afterwards. Where's the other fur? Let's click on the fur. There we go. There we go. So if we test it out. There we go. So it's following the shoulders, but still being one piece together. And once he's gonna raise his arm, we should see them ramming, yep, exactly, inside his head. That doesn't matter, it's just temporary space right now. Now, as for the cape, as you can see, the cape is so low subdivision that it's kind of jittering everywhere. We don't need the cape to be flawless right now, but we will adjust it. Just have it here just so we can see a better image of everything. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be good for now. Here we go. So we'll stop that. We'll remove our pose. Last thing we need to bring in is our sword. So here in Zbrush, we're gonna append the sword right here, and we're gonna go Z. This one is gonna be a prop. It has quite a few triangle. Let's see if we can change that just before saying it in sword. I did 250k, but I think we're gonna go 150k instead. It's gonna make it a lot easier for character creator. So here we need append sword. Even though it's written 250, we're gonna change that to 150. 150k. And go Z. All right. It's a bit less. Here, create prop and update. All right, so here we need to change the pivot. The pivot, we're gonna put it over here, just so we can see it better. We're gonna scooch it just in front. Yep. Edit pivot, we're gonna move it just in the center of the handle, and this here, so we're gonna put it, depends on our on our pose, but we can temporarily put it in his hand. Sorry. I was thinking maybe putting it on the ground, maybe holding it with two hands as a bit like the Queen in Harry Potter 1, the chess piece. I think it was interesting that she had the sword or the spear. I think it was a spear or a sword. I don't know. She had it here and kind of looked menacing. So I'm thinking something like that, or we can find another pose accidentally and might find something interesting. So put it in the hand, rotate. Focus a bit on the sword right here and really in the palm like that. And to help ourselves, we can go to gesture, hold, and it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be oh, that's a gun. Hold stick. I think it's gonna be better for a grab A. That's his right arm. I think that's good. Like that. Just gonna scooch that up over here and we're gonna twist it like so. I think that's good. I think we're gonna go even further. His hand is not quite closed yet, so let's see, clench. And okay, it's a bit too closed right now. Yeah. Place it right here. I think it's gonna be good, and we might have to tweak the pose itself. Alright, so that's good. Now here he's holding a sword, and now we need to place our character. We need to pose it. So let's see what we can do. We have, oh, just realized the sword, we can actually make it stick to the hand. We're gonna pick a parent, and it's going to be our hand. There we go. So now if we change this, there we go. You can see his sword that stick to his hand. Oh, it might be cool to have it like this. Might be cool. Maybe not this one. Sitting on a bench. Kind of want it standing up. Well, that's kind of cool. Might be cool for our pawn or something, but I think for a king it's a bit too in action, standing like this. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's see. What if we edit the pose and we tweak that up just a bit? No, I don't think it's gonna be like that. Might be cool to have this stance with both hands together and the sword right in the middle. This one could be interesting also. What do you guys think? What's up, Dylan? How's it going? Something like this could be cool. Having the sword like that, and we can think that he's looking at his army ready to fight. That'd be cool. Nice stance. Thank you, Dylan. I think something like that. 2 hands on it. All right. What do you think? This pose with 2 hands on it, or one pose with just the hands on top of the sword? Can actually move it. That's the spine. I want the head. Just a little tilt. Make the confidence pop off. Alright, let's see. Let's try the idea of 2 hands together. So this one was the closest one. So there's 2 ways you can animate or oppose your character. So you can go with the IK mode, which is moving the end part, and the other way is to rotate. Tout est rotatif. Tu peux comme le tourner, tu peux ajuster la colonne vertébrale, les bras, tout peut tourner. Everything can turn on this one. So let's see over here if we put the leg. Nope. foot. What if I scooch this foot together? Well, I think it's going to be easier to have this pose over here and just move the arms. So like that. This. See, when we're holding a sword, this elbow goes in the back. So we're gonna mimic that over here. So here for the shoulder, it needs to go back quite a bit because I'm extending my shoulders. And we're gonna lift a bit the shoulder guard. We're gonna tweak it afterwards. So right now it's like in between, in the arm itself. Now here for the elbow, we're gonna rotate it just downwards a bit. And I think the shoulder needs to go down just a bit. Like so. I think we're just gonna rotate the spine a little bit, and now for the arm, the other arm, we'll lift it like that. Elbow in. Oh, what's happening to the arm? What's happening to the hand? There we go. Okay, let's go again. Let's go again, just to make sure we don't have any issues. So here. Hand right around here, and the elbow. I don't know why the elbow is in the body right now. Maybe because the shoulder is not out enough. There we go. So that's that. That's that. Okay, looks like satisfying to do. Yet it looks so satisfying to do patin. I'm completely serious. Not quite sure to understand, but thanks. Ah, I think yes, it is satisfying. Yeah. There we go. So I think if we rotate this shoulder just a bit, I think the fact that he's a dwarf and he has such a large shoulders and chest, it makes it complicated to reach the other hand. Yeah, it's a really satisfying process, Dylan. Very nice. Very nice to see that the first part we did like a couple weeks ago, it was so simple with just a regular base mesh from character creator, and now it's a lot of elements coming in together. It's very nice, very satisfying. So we can do something like that. Looks pretty cool. We're just gonna tweak the foot over here. move it just a bit here, and the hips needs to. Now he's leaning forward on his left foot. So we're probably gonna need to scooch the leg over here. And we're probably gonna lean it like so. I think we have no choice to make the legs bendable. Because right now it's giving us a little bit of problem. Alright, let's see without the little dots everywhere. It looks pretty good. Now we need to adjust the hands. So here for the hands, instead of going one by one, we'll go to gesture, hold, and let's see, fist relax on both hands. We're gonna need to move that hand a little bit closer to the other one. Have you ever created two elements on the same surface, like on the same floor, a double character? Oof, not sure I quite understand the question, but having like two characters interact with each other, or more of a character that can swap itself into another character, or morphing into another character. Go grab gently on the left hand. Yeah, that way it kind of wraps his hands on the other hand. That's pretty good. And again, for the shoulder pad, the brace, we're gonna adjust it. Now for the head, kind of like a sociopath. This type of two separate on the same surface interacting with each other. No, I haven't had the opportunity to put two characters in one scene together, but it could be cool. Actually, you know, after the chess piece, we can make like one character in front of the other and make it look like they're fighting. Could be cool. But as long as you plan ahead and you see what the space that you have for your miniature, it's pretty easy to just add a character wherever you want. It's fine, don't worry. Maybe I'm not clear with my question, but it's fine. Don't worry. I tend to mumble in real life, and I'm pretty sure you can hear me mumble right now. So I get it. There we go. So I think if we just move the sword a bit closer. Now it feels like he's scared and doesn't know how to hold the sword, so we need to have it closer to his ear. It's gonna undo what we did and bring it back to our previous pose. There we go. That's better. The reason why I wanted to adjust is his elbow over here is in between in his stomach. Just want to tweak that out over here. I've never mumbled in my life, so yeah. Yeah. Some people mumble, some others clear. Everybody has their different kind of way to speak. I think that's a good pose. But kind of feels again like he's afraid, so let's grab this elbow and lift it up. And actually we'll rotate the hand. Thank you. Well, you know, it's very nice to hear that. You're here every week, and I appreciate it. Actually, I appreciate everybody who's watching right now. Just watching is it's actually a bit emotional for me because I'm kind of trying to do this for a long time, ever since I got out of school. So the fact that you're here today, I really appreciate it. And you can share it to people if you like what you see. You can share it to your friends, your family, and if they ever wondered how toys and figurines are done, just hop into my stream, man. You can see how it's done. Gonna rotate this over here, and I think we're gonna lean forward like that. We're gonna grab our not so much, maybe the torso over here. That's cool, something like that. So what we can do here is we're gonna save our pose. We'll go to, where is it? Animation, yeah. Pose, and we're gonna save it. Just gonna move it to a nice camera. And here we're gonna save, and we're gonna go king, sword, elbow, high elbow pose. There you go. So that's one. Now we can try another pose, just for fun. Since when did you start doing it full time, and how can you describe who you are and what you do to new people? Yeah, sure. Started doing this full time last year in November, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been studying in animation, 3D animation at Montreal. I have a bachelor in animation. And once I did that, I realized that what I liked is creating stuff and yeah, make it move, but not make it move all the time. Just having one consistent image, if we can say it. So I fell in love with miniature sculpting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've been doing this since last year, and I've been crafting my stuff, practicing a lot, and here we are. Now the goal is to create enough content for you guys, and to make sure that we have miniatures available for you. Now we can try something very interesting. is to use one of my poses that I use for another character. Here we have the battle stance. It's a bit weird. Doesn't really work, I think. I think we need to tweak it. It looks a bit like that, so probably gonna need to switch it up. I have this one. Now this one could be cool. We could probably. What if we actually lower the arm? Lower the arm like that. Yeah, no. Let's go back to the pose that we had over here. There was one that was really interesting. It was this one. Yeah, this one I think we're gonna save it for the knight or the pawn. But I believe this one. No. This one? Yeah, this one. So this one over here, we're just gonna move it lightly like that. And we're gonna move that just like so. We can twist the arm and make it flip like this. Oh, that's cool. Can make his arm like that. And saying like, come on. Could be cool. So here in the gesture, we need just to modify this this hand. Have a fabulous weekend, enjoy, and see you in your next video. Thank you, Dylan. Have a nice weekend, you too. I appreciate the fact that you came here today. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. There you go. That's kind of cool pose. I think I like this one. And what we can do, I think we're gonna go with this one because I really like this one. What we can do, we're gonna edit the facial. And here we have a bunch of expression. Can save a lot of time. And we can go with the angry. Let's see. Let's have a focus on the face. I do want to hide the eyelashes because they're in the way. These ones, right, they're part of the body, so you don't have a choice. All right, no problem. There you go. Edit facial. Go back to angry. One kind of looks happy, so that could be cool. And then here, modify, we can raise a eyebrow or lower it. That. And then let's keep it as it is. The look. No, we're not gonna mess with that. The eyeball. The eyeball, we don't even gonna see it. Here's, I think the nose could be something. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's save this pose because I really dig it. Animation, pose. We'll say it king. Let's call it cunt. Pose. Alright, so now for the interesting part, we'll send that to Zbrush. So here we're gonna select everything, and we're just gonna make sure here in ZBrush here, we're gonna Z plugin. Yeah, exactly, and remove these because I don't want it to bake. Here we're gonna go ZBrush, and don't forget to unplug this thing, otherwise it'll bake everything. And we're gonna go current pose. Go Z, and let's see the magic happen. Just so you know, we're probably gonna have to tweak a lot of elements to make sure it fits, but the building blocks of the pose will be done. Now it's slowly going through everything. The topology mesh has been changed. Interesting. Topology wasn't changed. We'll see how it goes. Did we change topology? I don't believe we did. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we're gonna have some issue with the face and the body. I don't know why. Strange though, because we didn't change anything in the topology. I do have something, a little trick up my sleeve if something happened. Yeah, it looks like the body is getting butchered. We're gonna see. In the meantime, don't forget to drink. Stay hydrated. So I have to change it quite a lot because there's a lot of elements in the pose. You can see that some elements are getting masked. But don't worry, we'll fix the body. I don't know why it's doing that. and we didn't change the name. We didn't change the topology since. I think I know the culprit. It might be the fact that I didn't check the eyelashes off. So we'll see if we can relink it without having to tweak everything. But I think that's it. I think that's why. So the workflow with Character Creator is very picky, but once you're careful and you look at everything and make sure that everything fits well, you can see that it's a powerful tool that you can tweak stuff very fast. As you can see, our body is very strange. So let's. Yeah, I think that's it. It's the eyelashes probably. And the hair didn't move either, so what we'll do here, we'll just want to make sure before that we're gonna load our other version. Yeah, so we had everything here. Here we go. So here we're just gonna erase this. This is the version just before sending everything to Zbrush, and here to Character Creator, sorry. And here we're just gonna do it once again. We're gonna make sure that the eyelashes are out, and let's see if it changes everything. I think it should be good. Yeah, I think it should be good. Let's try it again. In the meantime, I'll do a quick bathroom break. I'll leave you with the display on. All right, so far it doesn't look like it's giving us the same problem we had. and we'll see if the foliage follows the body. So I think it was really the eyelashes that need to be checked off. I still don't understand why the hair didn't follow though. We can tweak it. I think it's not too hard to move in Zbrush. We can use the pose tool. Yeah, the pose tool in Zbrush to help us out. And we're probably gonna use it to tweak some poses inside. So if you just joined up, we're working on our king of a chessboard that we're working on for 3D printing, and we're using Character Creator in Zbrush, toggling along. And right now we're waiting until everything is sent out and updated for our scene in Zbrush. This workflow can be powerful because you can save everything in Character Creator and you can have it back for further projects, and you can toggle back and forth every time also. So already the pose is getting much cleaner than the first attempt. Working, just kind of looking at the foliage, and it's not moving for some reason. The eyebrows moved, and we can clearly see it in the pose that it's supposed to move. We'll see if it moves soon. Yep, so it doesn't look like it's wanting to move. Yep, exactly. So I don't know what happened with that. We'll tweak it. Is it because it's masked maybe? Let's see. Let's see if our foliage. No, it should be cool. I don't know why it's not linking. It's like just the foliage. Is it because it has a different name in our scene over here? I believe that's it. Yes, sir. That's why it has a different name. So we're gonna here's what we're gonna do. Here, everything here is good. We have our pose saved. So we're gonna remove our bind. We're gonna move it over here. We're gonna move our bind pose. And here, Zbrush, yep. We're actually gonna go back a few steps, just so everything works well. So here we're gonna open our backup. Here we have everything. This one we're gonna remove it. We're gonna hide everything except our foliage. And here we're gonna go Z visible. Big man doing big things, yes sir! Soma, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic week, my boy. So here we're updating everything, so that's why it was bugged out. It was named Mustache instead of Mustache King 001. So we're gonna update these files first, and then we're gonna just bring back our pose, and everything should be done. And of course, when I say this, it's not linked. We're just gonna move the hair. And you know, if you're doing a 3D, you know the little tweaks in there, little problems that you have to do sometimes. Problems that you have to do, problem you have to fix. So here, I don't know why it didn't change the name though. And let's see. I want to send again everything. Huh? Yes, I want to update. I don't know why it's not changing the name. Having a fantastic week. Hope you're well. Yes, sir. I'm doing well. Not busy, but we're doing well. Yes, that's our target. We want to update it. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know why it's not changing the file. And I know that if we just change the name, it might have also some issues. So we're not gonna change it so much. We're just gonna keep it as it is. The hair is here, the mustache. I don't like this. Let's see if I go individually. Yes, I want to update this one. No, it's strange. Very strange. We're gonna move it. Right, so that's that. Mustache. I don't know why, but we'll have to force it. Very strange. But it is what it is. Alright, let's see if our pose is still good. I hope that it is. So our beard is doing some wonky stuff. Our hair is pretty okay. We can tweak that in Zbrush. But let's fix our beard. So here in the beard, go to face vertex here. Then we're gonna apply that. Strangely enough, it's calculating another region, so sometimes you just need to update it. Here, go over here, same thing, select all the elements. And basically what we're saying is, you're not following the yellow part. We need you to follow the yellow part. So we force it to follow the yellow part, and now it should be good. Same thing for the full beard. Grab this and apply. So now it's following exactly what we want the beard to follow. As for the mustache, it looks fine. The hair looks fine. But the fact that the names are not changing is a bit of a problem, because we want the same name as our Zbrush file. So I think for now we're gonna work with that, and are probably gonna look for a solution afterwards. But we're gonna send everything to Zbrush again. Here we're gonna show everything. Here. And goes here again. Now, what I'm guessing it's gonna happen, it's doing the same thing that later we had. So the beard and the foliage will stay the same, it won't move. But we will probably gonna have to switch it afterwards. Now that I realize it created another subtool that we can just append on it. And for now, since the pose it's done, we can keep it as it is, and we're gonna be golden. Because once your character is moved and you want to add details and prepare it for printing, you don't need it to send it back again, back and forth every time. Because tweaking a little hair will be a lot easier to do in Zbrush instead of doing it in the character creator. So as of right now, we're just gonna work in Zbrush for the rest of the project. And now that it's posed, we can modify the cape, modify the tunic. The stitching is probably warped right now, so we just need to go over and make sure that it flows with the cloth. And same for the shoulder pads. We'll move quite a bit on the pose, and we'll make sure that everything works well. And I believe that since we've been sending back and forth the little issue with our foliage, we might have like multiple copies of the right foliage on the other subtool. We'll see afterwards. In the meantime, do you have any plans for this weekend? Let me know in the comments. Here, so you can see that the eyebrows is following because the eyebrows didn't change the name. But since the beard doesn't want to get linked in on character creator, we have that little issue right now. What we could do, I think we could do that instead. Yeah, so the solution would have been to erase the beard and the mustache in character creator, the hair also, and just bring it back. That way it'll keep the new name, keep everything together, and we wouldn't have this issue. But there's other ways to fix it, so don't worry. And as for the chainmail, you know, we're not going to be able to move it, but you can see on this part over here that it's stretching. So the fact that we kept the micro poly deactivated for posing, we can actually zero mesh and make sure that every square is the same size. That way it'll look flawless for our pose. Shouldn't be too long. I don't know if you guys been looking at the live action of One Piece. New season just got out. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent live action. It follows the story quite well. It does respect the material. It's not doing some funky stuff. I like it. Alright, so I think we're gonna see some changes in the shoulder guard soon. As you can see, like, it's swapping from one subtool to another when it comes to the foliage. So here goes the left shoulder guard, and it's gonna move the fur. Then it's gonna move the fur of the right shoulder guard. Or no, it's gonna do the base. Ah, that was the fur. And then the base. Sorry. And here we go. So we have our pose character right here. But we're just gonna hide this foliage over here, and we're gonna pop these ones out. So this is the star, so we don't need that. We'll append this beard. We'll append this one over here. We'll swap this one. We'll append this. We'll append the hair. And the mustache. Beard, beard, beard. Eye occlusion we don't need. Eye tier we don't need, so that's good. And here we will hide the king foliage. This, we're gonna hide that. We're gonna remove all the poly paint. Oh, that's a bummer. It erases our details from our beard. I guess we have no choice, folks. We're gonna do it again. No problem. It's fine. Alright, so this one we can erase. This one we will erase. This one we will show everything. And in here we will remove bind. And we'll remove these elements. And we're gonna sorry. We're gonna put our foliage where it needs to go. Alright, so in here we're gonna create, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna create a accessory for all of them. Update. Aha, so here we're gonna grab all of these and we're gonna move the pivot. Oh, okay, cool. Let's save first. Let's save project. Let's save it as the king now. You know what? Just to make sure, let's save it as a blockout. Doesn't matter, we can still remove and add elements, and we're gonna this one has already been saved, so we're good. All right, so these ones, this one over here, we just need to move the pivot. We just need to move it right here. So that's our beard. That king hair and the mustache king. There we go. Here, the beard, we're gonna put all these three together. Can I do it all together? No, it's fine, don't worry. So the beard, create beard, reset facial expression. We'll go full beard. We'll apply. It's good. Same for this one. Apply. Same for this one. And king hair, we're gonna go hair, base all, and finally the mustache, we'll go mustache. All right, so here we need to update our vertex. Luckily I have the region saved. Just need to tweak it just a bit, because when I did the region, I forgot these little triangles over here. So we're actually gonna set that and save this and overwrite it. So it's done. And now we're gonna select all that and apply the new region. Same for these ones. We're just gonna put in the new region, apply, and same for this one. New region, select everything and apply. And if everything went well, go to our character, go to our pose, And here we go. Alright. Third time's a charm. Let's go. Focus on everything. And we will send it. With the eyelashes, make sure that GoZ plus is not linked, it's not cached, and everything here is relinked. Let's go. Meantime, I'll be right back. I'll fill my water bottle. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. It's almost done. And we can see that the hair is now working. is really nice. Very satisfying to see. And what we're probably gonna do with the stitching is we're gonna do them all over again, but following the new pose we're gonna make. And for the glove, we might have some tweaking to do because we can see part of the hand inside the glove. And also the beard is like kind of tucked in into the armor, so we're probably gonna have to move move a bit the hair and make it flow a bit. But I really love the way it looks like with all the details. You can even see the shoulder pad following the shoulder movements, and very satisfying. There we go. Look at that. Looks pretty cool to me. So here already the first thing, just gonna hide the eyelashes, and this thing needs to turn. First thing first, we're gonna isolate it. And what I'll do behind camera is to tweak the pose a bit. And on our next episode, we're probably gonna work on the pawn and try to make them nice together, all of them. So here we can move this part over here, trying to tweak this like that. So this armor piece is metal, and this one is soft. So here, a easy way to do that is first we'll go to our lowest subdivision. We're gonna hide this one, this one, this one. Actually, everything that's connected to it. So we're gonna do like that and reverse. And from here, we can mask it and then tweak it. Like that. That way it covers everything and we don't see the chainmail. And it looks firm on the wrist. Well, that's one of many tweaks that we're gonna do on the pose. But I do want to point out that we've been going from just a base mesh in Character Creator. Let me show you. So we went from this to this. Eh? Kind of cool, eh? So yeah, I think that's gonna be all for this week. Gonna tweak the details, make sure that everything fits and the flow is nice. The cape also. Thank you so much. I love how it's going. I love the fact that we just started from something very simple and made it very interesting in just a few sessions, right? Like 5 weeks we worked on this. Very nice. And we can even put the shader on just for fun. There's a lot of mistakes here, but not of tweaks, but yeah. And you can even see our chainmail is back on. Very nice. So imagine having this little sculpture right on your shelf. Very cool. Very cool. Well, that's all for today. Hope you had a fantastic week. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know the whole thing. If you're on YouTube, you know the whole shebang. Please follow my Instagram page. And if you want to share your thoughts, let me know in the comments. And also, if you want to share to your friends and family this project, I would love to show the work to everybody in the world. So please do. It'll be very much appreciated, and it's a dream of mine. So thank you very much. On this, I'll leave you. Have a great day, and